right. Hi, everybody. We're back. Or have we been back? Number 257. Pretty amazing. Timmy, I'm just going to tell the audience, I'm not like a Sika fan of Timmy. This is their company's name, the family.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
noticed that when I turned my camera on. I love this shirt. Anyway, welcome everybody. If you're here to draw, you're in the right place. Notice that big Visual Arts Passage logo there. We are actually starting our semester, summer semester this weekend. We'll talk more about that in a little bit, but if you don't know, we offer mentorships for people that are serious about developing careers in illustration and in the fine art world. Um, and we offer just great information for people that want to be better artists. So check us out. We'll probably talk more about that in a little bit. But tonight we got a really interesting topic. Iconic bald guys.
I forgot to add that photo.
That's okay. I put it in
I'll
there.
toss it. Yeah, it's been busy. I'll toss it in Discord for anybody who wants it.
Yeah, I thought about just drawing it while everybody
Yeah.
else was drawing the different one, but I didn't. But maybe I still will. I don't know.
Yeah.
I love that shot. I love that everybody knows who it is.
Yep.
Yeah, that is iconic. All right, so we have Patrick Stewart. We have Michael again. We have Vin Diesel, and we have Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. We're going to do 3 poses as we always do, 2 20 minutes and then 1 40-minute pose. Feel free to draw all of them. You can use all 4 references and do 2 on the last pose if you want, or you could just focus in and do whatever you want. But if you're trying to build the drawing muscle, try to draw a lot. More about getting the building the drawing skill than polishing skills, getting proportions and, getting it down on the page correctly. So, Timmy,
All right.
I think I'm ready to go.
Yeah, let's go, everybody. So please, if this is your first time joining, it's always fun to draw along and share your work with us. If you post it to Instagram during the show, in your caption, leave the hashtag DrawingHive257. That's episode 257. Hashtag DrawingHive and have Visual Arts Passage. We are going to show all the art at the end of the night. I will share those tags in the chat. I'm going to open the chat up soon. Hope everybody had a fun holiday. We are back. This was my choice, my topic. I gave John the options of doing Squid Games or this, and I was pretty happy John chose bald guys.
Well,
Also, John, you chose all the correct bald men.
Well, yeah.
There was no coaching. We were on the exact page of what bald deeds should be involved.
There was only one. I added one other, but that's for older.
Yeah, I was kind of like, John, who's this show for, man?
Bruce Willis is pretty iconic bald too.
Yeah.
Cassandra, I included Yul Brynner and
that's a great one too. But yeah, I get
he was the first A-list actor that did it. That's why I put him in there. But a lot of people
we'll tip our cap.
Yul Brynner is.
We'll tip our cap to Yul Brynner now.
There you go.
And that should suffice. I did get more than one person. 2 people emailed, 1 person in Discord said, "Where's Walter White?" And I have an answer for all of you people that think Walter White should be on this list. That is bald tourism.
Yeah.
Bald by choice. Bald by choice.
Yeah, that is bald by choice. We don't believe in character, people who go bald for the role. Nope. That is not the experience of going bald. All 4 of these men stared at themselves in the mirror for hours you could never fathom. Counting the hairs on their head. So, yeah, no bald tourism here.
Bald tourism. I've never heard that before.
I wonder why.
Hey, Ray.
Hey, gang. I feel like Well, I felt like I had to, in solidarity with Timmy, show up for this night to
I
pay
know
respects to the pioneers.
the pioneers. I'm at the beginning of my journey. And
Ditto.
John recommended, Sean Connery, and I had to stand by my father, who my entire life loved to remind me that Sean Connery was a dishonorary bald man because he hid it for so many years.
Like Ted Danson.
Yeah, Ted Danson. No respect for Ted Danson. You can't. They
He-
abandoned their bald brothers,
But
and
he did
well,
it publicly, showing the toupee, you know? Isn't that
yeah,
episode of
Yeah,
Cheers?
I brought up. I thought that the most difficult story or the dealing with it was Andre Agassi, and
that would have been a good one.
Hmm.
because Andre actually played a finals of a major tournament with a wig on, and his biggest fear, playing the match, he won the match,
Was not losing.
was his biggest fear was the wig coming off.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that's I guess I don't know what that. I guess I don't know. I
I think
want.
it speaks of how skilled he is that that could be his biggest fear.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's commitment. I guess that's what that is.
I mean, what? I mean, I can't imagine a more devastating experience than being a bald guy whose wig comes off. I mean, that's crushing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and his whole persona, was that, that wild hair, and that was a
People knew it was a wig, though, right?
no,
Really?
no.
no, he was on wasn't he on like hair product commercials and things like that?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
totally.
okay. So then, if obviously there would have been stylists there,
Oh yeah.
people, it was in the undercurrent that people knew for sure, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
He kept
Yeah.
it pretty well hidden, I think, for a long time.
Someone snatched Andy Warhol's wig off at a book signing.
Oh, I didn't know he was bald.
He had a wig too.
Dude.
Okay. That's
um
funny, right?
I I'm trying to decide how I feel about wig snatching off bald men, and I feel like in a way it could be done as like kind of a freeing thing where you're like, this is tough love. You need.
We should do an episode called "The Great Liars of Our Time," and then
Oh, I
it's
would
just
love
people
that, and then
who
it
are,
just all be
yeah,
men who had wigs.
yeah.
That could have been a big deal. Like, who's going to snatch the wig off Mike Tyson's head? Um, it's like
Yeah.
that would have been
Wait,
something.
did Tyson have a wig?
No,
He had a shaved
Oh.
head.
he shaved his
No, I
head.
know, but I just thought maybe at one point he was like, I'm gonna. It's not that wild to think that maybe Tyson had like a 5 year period where he had a wig. uh,
Well, he had his head shaved by the time he was 21. So
yeah,
Yeah,
but I
Kid
know, but I'm saying
Dynamite.
like maybe he would have been like, I think that's the wildest move is go fully bald. Everyone in your life know you're bald, and then get a wig. That's the
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I like
Um.
that.
Anyways, people, if you ask questions about art, we will answer them.
Otherwise, we'll pontificate
I,
about
I,
toupees and
I
Oh,
could,
baldness.
I thought you could.
I could talk about the
I thought,
male bald journey for full 2 hours. So we got so much ammo, but please do ask questions. The easiest one is Ray. It looks like you're working in Photoshop tonight. Are you gonna stay? Are you gonna stay there? Or are you gonna start
I
like
don't know.
world
I don't
building?
know if I'm. I don't know if I'm gonna behave today. I don't know.
Cassandra, what are your mediums?
Acrylic on cardboard treated with gack, which is like a
Nice. The
clear
classic. Your
polymer.
go-to
Yeah.
classic. John, are you saving your camera toggle until later or
Oh, I had it on earlier. I
yeah,
guess when I
switch
started,
it
I
off?
turned it. Sorry.
No worries.
That should be on the drawing hive bingo drinking game.
Will John toggle his camera when he starts?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then the
maybe.
GAC 100. Somebody's saying GAC. And Ray's working in Photoshop.
Everyone, please let us know where you're tuning in from in the chat. I just opened it up. And tell us who your favorite bald person is.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could answer. You can ask us our questions. We will answer it in bald centric ways.
Bald-centric ways. We are pro bald. This is a pro bald show. Yeah.
Statements I didn't know needed to be made.
Well, everybody's been wondering. And so I finally had to make a statement.
the the internet's been wondering.
Everybody's like, you guys have to make a comment on that. You have to release a statement.
Like, all right, we're pro bald.
We're pro bald, of course. Yeah.
All right. So, are there any
John Travolta.
people of note that are had hair? Like there was a significant point in time where they had hair and it was notable that you were shocked to see them with hair, I guess.
There are people that I don't really know if they're bald or not, because they just bounce back and forth constantly,
Oh, okay.
Somebody said John Travolta. John Travolta is surgeon's hands have been all over that head.
Yeah, but he wears a lot of toupees.
Yeah. 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 Some interesting Phil Collins, Samuel Jackson. Samuel Jackson's pretty iconic bald head.
Yeah, that's an iconic one.
Yeah.
I stand by that. Sinead O'Connor.
Bald by choice, though.
Well,
Yeah.
That's bald by choice.
Yeah.
That's BB. Yeah, bald by choice. Bald by choice. Yeah.
Beautiful bald by choice. I thought she rocked it well.
Yeah.
She had a good head.
Yeah, but it disqualifies you
If
immediately.
you're like, it's still by choice.
It's still by choice. They have options,
Yeah, if you have to work to remain
Yeah.
bald,
Yeah,
you're disqualified.
100%. Also, if your only option is a medication that has tons of side effects, and then I guess you're hoping that science somehow catches up with you.
You're disqualified.
No, I stand by it. It's not different. It is
Oh.
bald by choice. This argument is over, person in the chat. All right. This is
Well,
good.
I saw Patrick Stewart like I think in Excalibur he has hair.
Oh,
freaked me out.
interesting.
It's an
Oh, what did I
interesting
see him
thing.
in? Conspiracy theory. It was like he was balding, but still had hair.
Whoa, he was in a conspiracy theory?
Yeah, with Mel Gibson and Julia Roberts.
Yeah, I remember it, but I did
I
not
don't
know
know
that.
how my brain remembered that, but it just did.
What's a common pitfall of a drawing or painting a bald head? What?
Now you better get it right.
Well, it's a distinct shape. Everybody's head has their own shape. So if you
Yeah.
don't get it right, they don't look right.
Yeah.
Kind of like doing a profile of somebody. When you miss on the profile, it just awful.
Really?
Ugh, it's painful.
I think also
You know what?
go
It's
ahead.
okay. I was going to change the subject. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say most people drawing a bald head is actually great in terms of understanding the underlying structure of the head, and if you have struggle with it, then you've probably been thinking about the face as literally ending, like the head ending at the hairline, which is a interesting perceptual thing if you've never really drawn through the forms. And what I mean by that is like if you map out like the head itself, right? The hair starts, underneath the hair is a bunch of skull, right? It's the rest of your head. And drawing bald heads helps you understand that structure. I struggled with it a lot actually with the drawing bald heads.
Really?
Yeah, because I was so used to saying, okay, well, treating um the head really like flatly. So it was like, well, okay, the face ends right at the hairline, and it might as well just be a paper plate form, you know. And there's my, you got the eyes, they're equal,
Yeah,
the nose, so on and so forth.
I like that. Is that the party house? What house party hair?
Yeah, yeah,
That's
house
house
party.
party hair right there. Nice.
Shout out to Kid and Play. Where I did
Yeah.
was
Kid and
any of them bald?
play.
I I think so. I don't know.
Oh. We could do great tragedies in history and talk about, people that went bald that
Oh, the worst though. Yeah, devastating, right?
yeah.
Devastating. See a beautiful head of hair go out the window. Oof. I have a friend who has an amazing head of hair. Like, well, it's Lindsay Wade. Amazing head of hair, shaves it.
No.
Yeah,
All right, great
yeah,
liar. Number 4.
yeah,
I think we
shaves
got
it.
everything. I think,
Total
yep.
weirdo.
We'll, we'll,
And then he tries to pretend like he's part of the bald tribe.
we'll put
It's
him
like,
on the reference
yeah,
Rolodex here.
yeah. All right. So what's everyone been working on? Busy? Not busy? Is summer your busy time or is it your slow time typically?
It's my complicated time.
Yeah, because you got kids, right?
Yeah. So it's like
Yeah.
trying to work with my kids home.
Wow. So, but that has to, but because then there's the era kind of like before school, because your kids are in middle grade school, middle
Yeah, they're in elementary school.
elementary school. So I would imagine the experience of like the first, or is like the first 3 years like crazy, like working from home and having kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have any, other than like time management, did you have any like little secrets you learned along the way where you're like, oh, this works?
I mean, before they were in school, when I started to get shows, I had a good friend and she was able to kind of be the girl's nanny a couple days of the week so I could paint
Yeah.
and be in the other room.
Yeah.
And it would be hilarious. I'd have a baby gate up and they would just come to the baby gate and just like try
It's
to
like
try to join me the whole time.
it's like you're in a zoo. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was their fun show to watch. I don't know that I have any secrets. It's just you just got to keep trying and you
Yeah.
figure out what balance works for you to make it possible. But, you know, I don't think there's one great answer
Yeah,
ever.
no, there's not. I mean, and it's also like
Survive.
what
Yeah.
what resources do you have access to? What do you not have access? Like, yeah. It's a pretty like loaded question.
It's just be as efficient as you can when you have the time to do it.
Yeah.
So don't waste the time that you get to work.
What's the phrase about like eat the biggest frog first or something? You ever heard that one?
Yes. So like I would have everything set up when I knew I was going to do work. I would have my sketch set, I would have my boards primed, I would be completely ready to go. So when I sat down, there was nothing that took me away from working on the painting. Everything was ready to go.
Yeah.
Because the other stuff could be prepped without having to have another person around to help out.
Yeah. I'm pretty guilty of whatever, I have my list of things I have to accomplish in a day and I do write it, I write them out. I write a list of I try to keep it short, like 5 to 7 things. And um I am guilty of this. I always do the easy, smallest tasks first because I so badly want to scratch things off my list. And it most commonly results in at the end of the day, the most important thing is either half done or not done at all. Right?
Jimmy, I giggle about that because one of the big takeaways of dealing with your father
Yeah.
is he always, John, every morning, do the hardest thing first.
Oh, really? He told you that? That's
Yeah, he
funny.
used to tell me that a lot.
He never told me that. That's funny. I learned that from like, man,
Like, so
right? He
I
just
do the
thinking,
opposite.
yeah, he never told me. Well, if he had told me, that would have helped.
And there's a huge amount of truth to it. It's like, well,
Yeah,
that's done, and it's like it just a feeling of accomplishment and getting it out of the way.
yeah,
And it's not usually the hardest thing, maybe the most labor intensive,
yeah.
just the thing you want to do least.
Yeah, like get the email out that needed to get done, just even
Yeah.
as simple as that.
Make the phone call you don't want to make.
Interesting. Somebody said, well, Terry says, scientific studies of waiting lines concludes that doing the small tasks first is more efficient and time saving. But then at the end of the day, the important task isn't done. That's the issue. That's the issue I run into. But I agree that sounds right. Like you're just getting more done when you're doing the small stuff. Um, but yeah. So I'm back home now, which is nice. I've been traveling quite a bit. You guys been traveling much?
Yeah, I just got back from a family vacation
Oh, nice. For the holiday.
yesterday afternoon. So,
Was it for the holiday or?
yeah, my
Yeah.
aunt and uncle live on a lake in South Carolina, so we
Oh,
went and stayed with them
amazing.
for a week and lots of hanging out on a boat and swimming in a lake.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
great.
How about you, Ray? Go anywhere?
Yeah, I went here and there, visited some family.
Nice.
I'm trying to remember.
Were
It's
you in the
been
big
kind of
city or
like,
in the,
am I in the big city now?
no, were you when you visited family? Were you in Cleveland?
Oh, no, no. I was in the wilderness, which was nice,
Nice.
Nothing like a big city, uh, when it's 90 something degrees out
Yeah. Man, New
and
York was so
humid.
balmy. New York was so hot. And um I Ray, tell me if this is true or not. I mean, the subway is so steamy in the
Oh,
summer,
Yeah,
right?
hottest place I've
yeah.
ever been.
Yeah. And
It,
so I
if you're
yeah.
in a unair conditioned car, it's the worst. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much all of them were unconditioned while I was there. It was pretty wild, actually. A couple of them were like some of the new ones. You get on like a brand new one, but the air conditioning when it's, I mean, the subway, it's a nice place. Like most of the year, like a lot of people hang out down there. Man, when it's hot down there, it gets wild up on the surface. Yeah.
No, no. I mean, I was hoping that you were going to chime in for that because I mean, I didn't. Uh, when I came out of school, it was at the very, very end of that
Yeah.
tail
I
end
got
where it
to
was
I got to
like,
experience some of that, and
Yeah.
it was definitely, the first group of illustrators that really separated that still worked in the editorial market, the Bart Forbes and Jack Unruh, doing it out of Dallas, and they uh, they were able to do it because of FedEx and overnight
hmm
services, that didn't happen until late 70s, early 80s.
I mean, for me personally, I can reach out digitally to an infinite number of people that I want to work with or connect with, but all the relationships that I build when they actually become something, it's because I meet with them personally in the city.
yeah.
Yeah, there's only so much. So I don't
Well, I
know.
think I think you're yes. I mean, I think having a some if that's where the people are that you want to work with, and you for whatever reason can't live there, right? You have to make a effort of going there and networking.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, even though I didn't live in New York, I did fly down for the American Illustration events, Society of Illustrators, you know, events where people were congregating, and I did, make a lot of contacts from that,
yeah.
uh,
It's
really
so
important
it's
ones, and
yeah,
so,
but it's so
Had to be
funny
but it
because
true.
wasn't it.
yeah,
What I was going to say was like that's still important, but I'm talking about like there was a point in time where if you didn't live in New York, you might as well be invisible, right? And
yeah.
that's not the case anymore.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, that's the Wade brothers, the photographers that, I mean, they're international, you know, they did, they're just international photographers for major campaigns. And when they were coming up, because they're Gen
friend
X,
of the show,
friend of
friends
the
of the
show,
show.
friend of the show,
Mhm.
so many friends of the show. But when they were coming up, they were Gen X, and so that was still that era of like New York, LA. You choose which one.
Right.
And they chose not to do that, which was like really, um, literally no one, everyone was just like, this is so foolish. Nobody's going to hire you. And I think it became kind of a, first of all, they had talent. They had really tremendous talent. But then I think it was a matter of just, they kind of made it like their shtick. Like, I think like New Yorkers felt like, oh, we hired these photographers. They're adorable. They're like farmers or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like they just like they just like embraced the Midwesterner aspect of it. And so they kind of were beloved for that. I mean, on top of being cool, but I don't know. I just think that it's a tough thing for me because I think about it all the time. I'm like, should I be living in New York City right now? I don't think it's dead. I think it's not very livable.
Yeah, now it depends on what your industry is too, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I mean, all my favorite comedians are leaving it. Truly.
well, that's yeah, well, that's part of the cycle, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you get good and then you get out.
Pretty much. It's really hard to stay in that intensive an environment for a really long time.
Yeah. On the topic of an
I
intense
think.
environment, everybody move on to the next image. It's hashtag DrawingHive257, hashtag DrawingHive and Visual Arts Passage. Please post it to Instagram in the caption. Put those tags. I'm gonna drop them in the chat, and we'll keep talking. If you want us to talk about uh, how to draw a bald head, uh, another subway opinion, anything, let me know. We'll answer questions though.
Yeah, I'd be more than happy to do that. Bust out the 3D model here and talk about
Oh wow,
landmarks if you'd want me to.
what is going on with this? What are you doing?
Oh, I got some explosions here. I'm gonna see about.
Oh, is there going to be a silhouette walking through it behind him?
No, but
I
No.
like that answer. No.
John, do you
It's
have
always a
a, I
Fast
forgot
and
about,
Furious. There's always an explosion, and then you see the silhouette
yeah,
of somebody coming out of it because that you didn't think they'd survive.
Cassandra, but I'm trying to. I'm trying to behave myself, though.
Oh no,
Uh,
you got to
all
be
right, all
you.
right,
You got to be
all
you.
right.
um John, do you want to do your educational thing at the top of the hour?
Uh,
Or
I
is that
I can do it anytime.
all right? Ray, were you about to launch into something?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Let's do that. Let's do that. And then John, you can take it from
I'm
there.
Okay.
thinking about all the work Cassandra just gave me. All right, let me see here.
You are so
Okay.
welcome, Ray.
All right, so let's see here. Where are you? Sorry, Timmy. I should have had my base meshes here, and I don't know where they are. That's weird. All right, fill the airways. I am just gonna grab this quick
Yeah,
model.
maybe we can, John, I know, don't want to give you too much whiplash, but maybe we just go into your deal.
Okay. I'll be happy to.
All right. We've had a few weeks off, so
Sorry.
we'll see if I can even play you on.
Give it a try.
I didn't play for you, did it?
It did. It
It
was a
was
little
just really,
quiet.
yeah.
Well, it's what you get. Sorry.
All right. I got to hit full screen here. So I'm going to talk about an artist. First, I thought about bald artists, and I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. But I was kind of looking around, and I was thinking about artists that were very important to me when I was learning. And this guy came to topic. Came right up to the top and kind of filled it. William Bailey. And
Nice.
William Bailey was very, very well known as a painter. He was a contemporary realist painter, is how he's listed, but I think it's a little contrary because I've listened to him talk several times, and he had a different point of view of it. He was the Kingman Brewster Professor Emeritus of Art at Yale University, and very important to a lot of painters. A lot of painters from the second half of the 20th century looked to him, gave him a tremendous amount of credit that related to their education, including Robert Rauschenberg, which I think is interesting, considering their work. But how I learned about him, I was learning how to draw and paint, and one day my father just dropped this book on me and said, "You should really look at this guy because he understands composition at an amazingly high level." And he said, "Yeah, try to design a page with a bunch of eggs on it that are all the same size, same shape, and come up with an interesting composition." It's a wonderful exercise. And so I remember this painting well, and he was very, very important to me to really up my skills as a designer and thinking about composition with my work. Now, he looked at this stuff, then the reason I'd say he was a little contrary to how the world, how somebody defined him on Wiki. He looked at himself as kind of an abstractionist in a way because he drew from memory all the time. He had objects around him that he became very comfortable with, but he tried to do all of his figure and still lifes from memory. And he said, if I'm designing, I'm drawing something from memory, it really is an abstraction. And I thought that was an interesting thing to think about when I was 20 years old. But I still do think it's an interesting way to explain his work. But this stuff is just, it's exquisite in its finish. And, these are large scale oil paintings, which he did a lot of other things. He did aqua tints, he did etchings, he did all kinds of different things. He drew in different materials. He even did some collage work. These are the things I think most of the art world knows him for.
How big is large when you say that?
Some of these things are, 60 by 60.
Wow.
I have a shot of one at the end that's in the studio, so you can get a kind of scale on it. And but some of them are, not really large either. They're 24-36, probably larger than that would, I think, would be considered a small painting for him.
Wow.
Anyway, some of his figure work. And some of the drawings are direct. He learned how to draw. There was no doubt about that. But some of the painting, I'll show you some paintings here coming up. Now I can think of the piece on the left. I could see that really being from memory.
Mm-hmm.
But stuff on the right,
Oh,
you see is
wow.
observational.
That's lovely.
And again, it's like I wouldn't look to him like to learn drawing. I would look to him to learn composition.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying he wasn't a good drawer. He drew fine, but his drawings weren't like, groundbreaking. Some of his figures, very much, I think he was very influenced by Bothus. has the posing and some of the static feel of his figures feel like a Balthus figure. Who, by the way, is also a great painter. The you can see the design, putting this figure in the environment. You can see that's he wasn't looking at it. He was inventing it.
Mm-hmm.
I have a whole group. I was so shocked to see this.
Wow.
Huh.
Yeah. Collage work.
That's very different.
That wasn't in the book I have of him. But just a great, I hear a lot of artists say this, it's a great collection of shapes on the page. And he taught, and is just, watched a video of him this morning, and he's definitely approaching that way. He accepts a picture as a collection of shapes, and he's controlling the picture plane, but with what he wants to do, how he wants it to look. And he's even changing the design of all of these, objects. He has things he's influenced by, but he's recomposing them as he draws them. The power of working from memory.
So that's all from memory? Like he'll do a sketch and then do it from memory?
Yeah.
Wow.
He said he likes to do all of his drawings from memory and did the design work. And I was listening to, I've heard him talk before, but I listened to a YouTube video on him today, and he said the same thing that I listened to him in his talk. And he was basically saying, he said, I'm influenced by these things, these objects, but I'm making alterations to them. I'm trying to draw them the way that I remember them.
Fascinating.
Yeah, and he gets something really special from it. There's consistency with it.
Yeah, and a surrealness to
Yeah.
the realism. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to find all these objects that are designed this way. These are his designs of these objects. And, that's speaks to a lot of personal voice as an artist. And doing the thing that I think where voice gets developed, and that's learning to library yourself. And drawing from memory is that act of using yourself as the influence, the first influence.
Oh, I love that.
These are really just beautifully done.
Mm.
Love that introduction, all this really simplified, and then this pattern, very organic shapes sitting in the middle of that. It's very powerful.
Mm-hmm. His color palettes are so quiet.
I think this is the one on the cover of the book that I have. It's a painting I remember very well. So process. He was a heavily process-driven artist, and started with these drawings he did from memory, and he designed his pictures. This is like just objects that he has in his studio that he's influenced by.
Totally wanted to see a picture like this. Thank you for including it.
Again, I take away, look at all that process work up on his wall.
Mm-hmm. There's so much comfort in that too. Like the beauty of the process and where it takes you.
There you can see scale. That's
Okay,
that's at least a 4 foot wide painting.
yeah. That's cool.
Anyway, that's my talk with about William Bailey, and um, it's it may not be like super flashy. I don't know if how to like categorize it because I don't mean that as a negative. I think it's got
Quiet and subtle.
yeah, and it's very quiet. It's got incredible personality, and it's just magnificently composed.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that's my message. You're up, Ray.
Awesome, John. Oh, I forgot I was doing something. Sorry, I was very, very distracted by Cassandra's request for things.
Awesome.
Really
Then
got
that's a
me
good
all
excuse.
All
I'll take
right.
it.
got me all messed up here.
Are you ready for the spotlight, Ray?
Sure.
All right. You're getting it.
Are you really
All
ready?
right. We'll see. We'll see. All right. So I just wanted to talk about three kind of key areas when thinking about the skull. Great place to study it is an actual skull. I don't have one on me, so I have this 3D scanned one. But one thing to know about the skull is that the face is really the size of your hand. So it it pretty much encompasses, I would say, from here to like down to your chin. So if you put your palm up to your chin, you could see it like your fingers probably end just above the brow, right? The problem is uh, that's a very small percentage of the face. I mean, we're talking, I'm just gonna show here. I guess I turned that off. All right, so like maybe coming from here to here, right? So what you want to remember is that in order to make um, the the skull feel like it's or capture all the structure on it, you've got to remember that while this is very narrow, right here, right from here to here, um, you have to take note of this area right here, which is called the zygomatic bone, which is basically just a bone that comes across like this. Okay. And that's basically uh, encompasses the front of the head and then the side of the head. So once you see this area right here, you know that the front of the head is about to peace out, and the side of the head is starting to begin. Right? You'll see it right there. And it's hard bone, so it's a nice what's called like a landmark. You'll see it right here, especially. All right. Now, second thing is that from the corner of the eye to the chin is essentially equals half of the whole entire head. So if you double that, you'll get to the top of the head. If you have long hair, then the head, that point is going to end before that. And then last but not least, one thing you'll note too is that the eyes themselves really sit in what's called the orbicular cavity, right? So they don't extend to the absolute edge of the visual skull. So you got to end it before that. You got to end it where? Right where this area is, right here. So that's where the zygomatic bone comes back in. But one last note about the eyes is that they actually sit back like this. See? And so the corner of the eye on the outside is actually it ends further behind the corner of the inside of the eye, and that allows our eyes to go back and forth. I'd recommend John Vanderpool. The Human Figure, I think it's called. Really cheap book. talks all about kind of the structure in the direction of form. All right, that's all I have.
That's awesome.
Thanks, Ray.
Ray, I want to
Problem.
thank you for when you said to put your hand up in front of your face for measurements. I want to thank you for not reaching out and smacking my hand and saying, "Why are you hitting yourself?"
Yeah, yeah.
That is so
I
funny.
like.
I was back in 6th grade for a second there, learning about proportions from my playground friends.
Yeah, wait. How many people? Let us know in the chat. How many people palmed their face when he said that? Because I did. I did, and then I was like, "Why does Ray know about palming skulls so much?"
Yeah, I
know,
got a lot of complaints my first year.
Yeah.
My mom did portraits when I was a kid, and she'd meet my friends and always say things to me like, "Your friend Kelly has such wonderful bone structure."
Oh
And
yeah, that's a
every now and
haunting.
then I'd be like, "Mom, can you try not to picture my friends' skulls under their faces when they get in the
Yeah, that definitely has like Buffalo Bill energy.
minivan?"
Help me with the sofa.
God, they would make such a good lamp. You would make such a good lampshade. Oh yeah, that's dark.
All right, I automatically want to quote Sounds of the Lambs.
Okay, yeah, I butchered it, but Cassandra, yeah, I thought you were gonna say like, this has gone too far. I quit the show.
No, I'm just automatically quoting Sounds of the Lambs. Like,
Yeah.
were you a size 14?
Oh man, me and G watched it 6 months ago.
Mhm.
Oof, it's still so spooky.
Oh my gosh, it's terrifying.
And then update 28 days later.
Mm-hmm.
Watched that. Saw the new movie. Um, left the theater. This is the first time I think this has like ever happened for me. Left the theater and was like, I did not like that.
Oh.
And then
No.
no, wait, hold on. 48 hours later, I was like, you know what? I was wrong. That was a great movie. And it's exactly what I am always talking about. I want to see in like contemporary movies. And I finally got a taste of what I thought I wanted. And I thought that I didn't like it, and I thought about it more, and I was like, no, it's artists making a really original thing that has a high rate of failure. I mean, I don't know if there's been a lot of blog posts about it since it released. It was I'm not going to spoil it. Don't worry, everybody. No spoilers. It's just that it tonally is a really wild movie. Like the tonal changes throughout the movie are like almost hard to keep up with. To a degree that I've never. It's like the one movie that I've ever seen that have you ever seen a movie that makes it feel like you're on drugs but you're not on drugs? You know, like it's like where you're like, this is weird, this out of body experience type movie. It was very strange, and I was like, oh, this is cool. I actually thought about it more, and I was like, oh, they made a movie that like gave me like a kind of a visceral response. You know, I don't know. Anyways, so that's my rec of the week, which is like everybody loved it. So I was in the minority when I didn't like it. I would say don't watch the first one right before going to see the new one. It's too much. Don't do that. You don't need to.
Too many zombies in a day.
Yeah. Well, Gianna had never seen it, so I was like, oh, you got to see it.
I was gonna ask on a completely different plane.
No,
are we gonna have a Naked Gun night because it's a comedy
we
in theater?
Have to. Okay, yeah. Cassandra, all right. I'm gonna add to my list of recs because my buddy Alice came over and we were trying to find a movie to watch, and we were like, we got to prepare for Liam Neeson in The Naked Gun, and so we threw on Naked Gun. Oh my god, it holds up so well.
Really?
It's so
except
good.
for his partner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, it'd be that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you gotta separate the art from the artist. I'm kidding. But no, it's a very funny. It's a very
Well, I've been hearing positive
movie.
rumblings about the newest one.
I think it's gonna be good. I think
Yeah, I've been.
I think Liam Neeson low key is a hysterical actor. I think he's a very, very funny actor.
Well, and then also like he's been like also raving about Pamela Anderson in the movie. He's just like she's brilliant.
Really?
Yeah, he
I
was
can hear
like
him saying that.
he's like I adore her and I think that she is amazing.
Real quick, everybody, we're moving on to the next image. So it's hashtag drawing hive 257, hashtag drawing hive and add visual arts passage. Please post it in the caption. Um, yeah, no, we will definitely do a
I just meant to bring that
one
up
if we
because
go.
I was like
No,
it's a
it's a good one.
comedy. It's in the theater. Be
I kind of,
excited.
yeah, it is, and I kind of want it. I kind of want to give our flowers to the original and just do the original and just, yeah,
Well, maybe we can do original one week and do the new one the next or something or
perhaps, or we bring back old versus new. We haven't done old versus new for a while.
hmm
Yeah,
Oh, this is definitely the decade for it.
yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? Take your pick.
I was talking to someone the other day going like, in future film classes or like classes about American cinema, are they just going to skip this decade and be
Oh, that's
like, all
funny.
right,
Yeah.
10 years later, people started
Yeah,
thinking of things again.
No,
yeah.
it's actually really interesting because I was this is several years ago. I was like it might have been like an early drawing hive conversation because I know I talked with you about it, Cassandra.
Yeah.
Like silly comedy, silly not just comedy. So like not like The Hangover or whatever, where we like not blockbuster comedy, but
hmm
silly comedy like outlandish ridiculousness
hmm
really died. Like
Yeah, and that's why I thought of you with it coming out because I was like,
okay,
this is
well,
the first time I'd heard about like,
that and the Wayans brothers are coming back with Scary Movie.
yeah, I think, like everything, it comes and goes in waves, and I think
Yeah,
everybody's ready to laugh.
yeah, it is. It is funny. We started with Airplane, which I grew up with Airplane, even though it like precedes me by quite a because Airplane's like 70s, right?
hmm
Hmm.
Yeah.
Not as strong, like
Yeah.
not as strong. Even though I think it really takes it takes the pinnacle of
It
like
kind of broke some ground
zany.
with that one,
Yeah,
but
it broke
Right.
some ground, and so you can't like you got to acknowledge
can't
that.
dismiss it fully.
Also, I mean, I was like peeing myself laughing when I was a kid. So it's like I can't like just like ignore that it didn't do its job when it should have. Right?
I
But
expected a humorous diuretic here, and I did not get.
I know, right? But man, oh man, Naked Gun was it was killing in our house. It was really like it had a group of people, everyone just being like, "This is brilliant. This is
I
amazing."
haven't watched the original one in
Yeah.
like 20 years.
I
Yeah.
mean, you just gotta turn it on, pretend it's 1994, like before, like, oh, what? They got that amazing athlete.
You're going. I wonder how that
Wow.
is going to do
Wow,
in
they
this.
casted that amazing athlete in this role. And then, yeah. And then
Like
yeah,
as a kid, the third one was my favorite, but I'd have to go back and watch them as an adult. Like I haven't seen them as an adult.
yeah. I've been
A
very
33 and a
nostalgic.
third.
Oh
Is
yeah.
that it?
Do you guys go through
Yep.
phases where you get like super nostalgic and you're just like, I don't want anything new. I'm jumping back into the things that my comforts.
Oh, totally.
Oh
Do you
yeah,
get
no,
that with
it's.
art? Do you get that with art ever? Like with imagery, like
Oh,
paintings,
hmm
drawing?
Oh
Yeah.
totally.
yeah.
What's that look like?
I just open up a big book of Egon Schiele, Fairfield Porter, and Vuillard, and I just sit and stare.
Yeah.
Well, that was me earlier this year. I found a new book about Beatrix Potter I hadn't read and just, to dive in even more about somebody that I adore.
Also, I
Y-
started watching Law and Order from the very start.
Dunk, dunk. Do you expect to hear that dunk dunk
Yeah, right now the
everywhere?
DA still has a box top.
we had a we had a we had to pull it out of him slowly, but we
Yeah.
got him. We got him to say that he was rewatching Law and Order.
I mean, isn't that like kind of an impossible thing to keep up with? Like, isn't that like almost like a soap opera in terms of volume?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's On the, we're watching in order, but we did skip forward once because I have a friend, one of our neighborhood friends, who is actually my son's best friend's dad, is a dead body in season 16.
That's
And so we skipped ahead without telling the boys why we were skipping ahead, so we could watch Charles get killed. What's great though is one of the reason we even knew this was because every now and then in shuffling through Facebook photos, Charles will post a picture of himself bludgeoned to death lying on the sidewalk as his Facebook profile pic.
That's not disturbing at all if you don't know the context.
Yeah. Alan Pecklick, famous typographer, is in Law and Order.
Oh.
Yeah, it was his dream to be on a procedural show like that, and he actually got lines. They gave him lines.
Oh, wow. He could get
wanted
a
to just be an extra. Because I've learned this meeting like one actor in New York. Everybody ended up on Law. There was an era where everyone was on Law.
Yeah. They used to sort of say like, "Oh, thank you, my play closed, but thank God for Law and Order."
Yeah.
Like some actors have been on it like multiple times. Like imagine that, like you're a casting director and you like can't keep track of like who was on. Well, you cast so many people, you can't keep track of people who've been cast twice.
Well, people get rewarded sometimes. Like the woman who becomes the police Esapatha Murkison, whose name I'm probably saying wrong, but she starts off as the mother of a dead child in like one of the first episodes. And you gather that they went, oh yeah, I guess we're gonna have to give her something bigger than that.
Yeah.
But there are a couple there are a couple like that, yeah. I know too.
Sorry. I was just gonna say I love watching shows back like that where you spot actors who became big and that's like where they were starting.
Yeah. Like George Clooney in Murder, She Wrote.
Yeah, or Andy Garcia in Murder, She Wrote.
I've got one for you. I've got one for you.
Andy Garcia is like episode 1. He's trying to mug Jessica Fletcher.
I've got one. John, you're going to love this because you guys would not expect this from me. Robert Redford, Twilight Zone.
Yep. Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah. Clint Eastwood is in it's either Monster from the Black Lagoon or the sequel to it as like a lab assistant. Clint Eastwood has like 2 lines as a lab assistant. And, he's also in like an episode of Maverick with James Garner in like really young. But
the show.
But he's a sci-fi lab assistant briefly too.
Ray, we gained 10 New York listeners. We lost our whole audience.
Yeah.
And then we won back.
Yeah,
some guy working at a record shop in like St. Louis.
Yeah, my damage here is done.
Some guy working at a movie rental store.
Hey, these cats are up to date.
That's right.
I hate lines. I should put the show back on the rails a little bit more, and I'm just gonna take a little break, a little pause from our sponsor, which is Visual Arts Passage. If this is your first time tuning in, or if you're like, what's Drawing Hive, what's Visual Arts Passage? Visual Arts Passage is what makes this all possible. It's started by John English and myself, and it's delivered by an amazing team of very talented working artists. And essentially what it is, we offer mentorships in the form of classes that are available for illustrators, fine artists, people interested in visual development, entertainment, and game arts. Really every element of like narrative picture making, where you're telling a story with your imagery. That is what we do well. And so the whole goal of all of our classes is either to help you develop your skill, help you learn how to apply that skill, or package your work in a way in which it's going to attract opportunities. It's going to catch the eye of art directors. It's going to open doors at studios or with publishers, or just honestly, it's a school that, like, if I were to like really distill what we do with our classes, is we make things happen. We help you figure out how to make things happen. And so It's extremely hands-on. Everything we do is live and interactive. It's designed to be totally flexible. So if you can't attend a live class, you're going to get a recording. You can still interact with your instructors, even if you can't attend live. It's a small school, and it's a small school by design, because I'm looking at Ray's video right now, and I'm like, this is crazy. I'm trying to focus so hard, and then Ray's making this incredible image. I'll show we'll spotlight that in a minute.
You're my brother.
It's all about family. That's what I'm actually talking about. Vin Diesel, if he were to attend Visual Arts Passage, he would be like, this is the best distillation of family that I've ever seen. No, so it really is, though, about like identifying your goals, putting that X on the map, which is where you want to be with it, what you want to accomplish with your picture making, and then your mentor, your instructor, your mentor is an artist that's in the industry. Their whole job is just, you got to figure out how to get this kid there, or that, not kid, but artist, to where they want to be. And so, I don't know. But I feel like John, I feel like this, it's like really corny and everything, but it's very much a dream factory. Very much so.
Well, I think a lot of people, like when they go to art school, they think, well, I'd like to do this for the rest of my life, and want it to be their livelihood. And I looked at art education a long time ago, and it's like, that's not what always happens. And I thought, what's the most direct way to help people develop careers? And that's learn from people that already have careers.
Yeah.
And then, with a lot of analyzation of what is the most important thing to develop, and the biggest decision maker, or the biggest most obvious thing that you need in the industry, is a portfolio. As a painter, it's a body of work. As an illustrator, concept artist, it's a portfolio of work. And design a portfolio for where you want to work in the industry, and that's what we do. I mean, we don't grade. We help people make a finished body of work.
Yeah.
Hope that makes sense.
Definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we get to celebrate when we see your art going exciting places.
Hey,
Yes.
Cassandra, you just said this from our painting program. For the first time, we have one of our students showing together, right?
Yep.
That's
Joe and I are
incredible.
showing in Modern Eden's portrait show together, which is so exciting.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
You know, it's we have not been doing our painting program, our fine arts program, near as long as we have the illustration program. And so we're just really starting to see some really good results from it.
We're seeing some solo shows.
Yeah, we have a student from previous semesters. Well, she was with us the winter semester, and she's having her first solo show, Deborah Rosario in Columbus, Ohio.
And Jeff just had his solo show.
Very cool.
And then Sally just got 3 pieces into a show.
Yeah, her first juried show. I just think that's so exciting to start to see things happen like that.
Super exciting.
So just the last thing I'll say is, in class, when you attend class with us, it's not like this. This is just fun. This is fun. This is a hangout. And it's much more like a podcast. And I just want to let anyone who's like on the fence, our classes are like fundamentally different than attending Drawing Hive. There's way less conversation about bald men. You'll never see me in one of our classes. So for those of you who maybe don't like me, no, I mean, Cassandra, come on.
Cassandra, should we tell them? We talk about them a lot.
Yeah, come on,
Cassandra.
Cassandra, I hang out with a lot of comedians now, if you think that hurts my feelings.
Well,
No,
I just don't think that that should be the way you sell it. We all
no,
can
no,
do
no.
it.
I'm just saying, like, it is a very, it's a serious, it's a program for serious people. There's plenty of silliness, like if you take Adam's class, right? But
The material's serious. I'm very silly.
yeah, there we go. Yeah, we take it seriously because we want people that, I mean, I always think of it very, 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 I'm trying to think of the right way of saying this, but I I see that, like, John and I, when we host the school, we have a very profound like commitment that we have to honor to these people. Where it's like, no, we're gonna get you there, and we're gonna get you across the line, right? And I don't. And the reason I think I take that so heavy is that I don't think that many art schools do that. Um, and I talk with art students that come out of those schools all the time. So,
Yeah.
and it breaks my heart. And I don't mean that as a joke. It is very, it's, it's discouraging. So we take a lot of pride in that. So, um, I'll stop kind of like yammering on about it. But very proud of it. Also, congratulations to every name, Cassandra, that you mentioned, and John of those. That's awesome.
Oh, even, I mean, to add to that,
Oh
like,
yeah, if we talk about the illustration program, we'd be talking for another hour
that's
about
right. All the
everyone.
success from the
Yeah.
new 3x3 show. I mean, it's just great, great success from our students.
And Adam and Dale.
One said, "Is Drawing Hive the gateway drug to visual arts passage?" Um, sure.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say.
Sure. I don't know. I don't know.
I've had some familiar names show up in classes.
We
Yeah.
grow on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I've
It's
noticed
always
that.
fun seeing somebody from the regulars. You know, we had
Randy. That was
Randy
so
last.
great.
Yep, and seeing people like Peter in in the critiques. Like, well, we didn't talk about study hall either. That's another like huge thing that students get access to. Midweek critiques with run by John and you and Ted still doing it,
Yeah.
John?
Yeah.
Yep. Edward Kinsella.
Edward
Yep.
Kinsella. He's got too many names. Ted, Ed, Edward. But one thing I'll say about this, if you consider yourself, if you're a return student, if you're an advanced student, so you kind of have to be at the advanced level for this to be valuable. And then we'll stop talking about all this. But if you're at an advanced level, or if you've gone through a ton of classes at VAP, we do have a study hall package. It is an invite only thing. But if you think you're at like a level that is pretty established, but you're still looking for that like kind of pro guidance, shoot me an email. Um, this is an invite only thing, but if you're interested in access to like like a weekly critique by pro artists and all the guest speakers, shoot me an email. That is all I will say. We'll get you in.
So cool.
Cool. Cool. Now, can we take a look at what you're working on, Ray? Because that is
This is
amazing.
just a black and white comp because I'm not going to go crazy with.
Oh,
That's amazing. Yes, that's what I needed to see, Ray.
all right.
Yeah, I mean it's not like yeah. I mean that's that. So that was the
All
render. I might
right.
bring the render back in.
I like it.
Yeah, you know what? All right, I'll redo it. Let me see how long this is gonna. I'll redo it.
I
How do
remember
I get
seeing
this
Fast
thing?
and Furious #1 in the theater.
I remember seeing that and like, what was it? There was another one, Gone in 60 Seconds.
Oh
Where
yeah.
they
Gone in
kind of went
60.
Cage.
head to head.
Did
Yeah.
they really? Is that the same year?
I might have some time warpage issues, but I'm pretty sure that they were next. There was like these all like these driving. Everything was all of a sudden like, hey, remember Bullet? Now this is a new, the new era of it.
Yeah.
Smokey
You
and
know
the
what's
Bandit.
funny? You know what's
Yeah.
funny? Yeah, you guys want to hear another Cassandra, this is why people don't like me. Do you guys want to hear another take that when I saw Fast and Furious and I come home, I'm 14 and I tell my dad I just saw the best movie ever made. Right? No, hold up.
Yeah, you did.
And he was like, really, what, he's like, describe it to me. And he was like, oh, have I got a movie for you? He puts on Bullet and I watch it and I go, that was trash.
Oh my
what,
God.
what'd you just make me watch, man? It's like 2.5 hours of like
Like
slow cars.
nobody jumped out of their car while another
Yeah.
person jumped out of their car and hugged in air, so it doesn't count.
Yeah. Well, the first one really, it just
First one
made
was a
me,
little bit more grounded.
it was a little bit more
It
grounded.
was
They were basically just stealing VHS players.
With street racing.
Yeah. It was VCR theft and street racing, and then occasionally, I really think that the core of the Fast and Furious franchise is the first one, the car going under the semi. I think that
Ah,
that
yeah.
that move made the whole franchise possible, which is because every time I pass a semi, it's all I think about. I think no car would fit under there.
you know what?
It-
National Lampoon's Christmas did it first.
Probably who they were
Yeah, they
referencing.
did.
I'll put that out there.
Uh, but you know what? Quite a franchise, the National Lampoons.
I think it launched it.
I mean, I gotta say, I think they kind of got their flowers. Right? I don't know, maybe.
So instead of filling the void that Bullet left, it was filling the void that National Lampoon's
There you go.
left, right?
I will. So I'll ask this question, which is, do you guys have any art that you really, really loved that was a guilty pleasure? Like, what's your guiltiest pleasure art? Movies, art, or books? It can be anything, right? Mine, mine was Fast and Furious until it kind of became what I don't like, which I think occurred. I lost track of the numbers, but it happened a couple movies ago.
You know what I love?
Yeah.
I love movies like John Wick.
Yeah.
And
Oh
it's a
yeah.
movie, like a movie like it was like, what is this? The same thing happened with the Matrix. It's like, is this the guy from Bill and Ted? Yeah.
He already
And then you're
peaked,
just
but
like,
then he got good.
yeah, and then it was like, what just happened? This is supposed to be a throwaway movie, that was directed by like a stuntman, right? Is that was the whole thing?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Now
it
it
was
has a
just,
now it has like an offshoot film.
Yeah.
yeah.
What's the gal?
There,
The
there's a
ballerina.
verse.
Is it ballerinas or
Yeah.
what is it?
Yeah, it's gone into like full franchise mode. Um I
Anyway,
actually, it's funny you mentioned that. I bought some Dole bananas the other day, Ray. And on the bananas there was a
not a
sticker.
sponsor of the show, by the way.
Not a
Sorry.
sponsor. Would kill to have Dole on the team, as part of the Drawing Hive family. But the Drawing Hive ad network, that's what we call it here. uh, but no, I bought some bananas, and on it there was a little tiny sticker, it says like Dole, and then the top part it was like, see ballerina in theaters.
Oh my
No
God.
the
way.
And I
banana.
just thought,
Like,
I wonder
you
what
may
the
get minions or that.
Yeah, so I just thought, what is the conversion rate on fruit sticker ads?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Right? Yeah. And then I thought that's the threshold I have for when a thing becomes too big is if they're using fruit stickers as advertising. I'm like, it's too much. Shut it down.
Now you've officially switched from sequels to franchise.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Now,
totally,
now
Adam.
it's just a
100%.
series with
100%, Adam. It's not a sequel anymore, it's a franchise. Yeah.
Oh, so
Uh,
I have a total movie of shame, and I feel like you'll judge
yeah.
me. But I'll say it happened when I watched the first one on a bad day and laughed so unbelievably hard. I've watched all the others, and that is the Jackass movies. Like,
Oh no, Cassandra, I think that the Jackass
Wow.
films are highbrow entertainment.
oh my gosh, I like there's something about you have a bad day
Wow.
and then you watch people make those choices,
I,
and then you're like, my day's not that bad,
but
really.
Cassandra, I think to call it a guilty pleasure is, I think you're doing yourself a disservice. I think the setups and a lot of it are actually very smart.
Oh, yeah, I do. It was the secret thing. If you wanted to know
Yeah,
my secret thing of shame that I quietly
I,
left and
I
watched,
agree.
it was the Jackass movies.
I mean, I totally agree. I think there's a whole community of people that will be like, what a distasteful interest.
Horrible life choices.
But
They all too
I
many
would defend you.
concussions.
I would defend you very strongly
Thank you, Timmy. I
that they're very
appreciate
smart.
that.
And that Cassandra is only higher up on my review of people because of her jackass love. Yeah. No, I don't know. I think Johnny Knoxville is brilliant. Yeah.
The thing I like about guilty pleasures is they all depend on who you're with,
Right,
on
Yeah.
right.
what counts as a guilty pleasure.
Hmm.
Like you could be in a circle of people where you'd say the thing that you don't tell anyone. They're like, that's really cool. And then there are other people where there are things that you'd be perfectly happy to like, say that you like, and then you look at the room you're in, you go, I'll keep that one to myself.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
Yeah.
like you are a horrible person.
Right,
I
right. They won't think this is one of my good traits.
I
Yeah.
I'll say this for, because we're talking about art. We're talking about art. This is on topic still, but I was thinking about like The Rock and Vin Diesel and Patrick Stewart. I was thinking about our Baldies, the Baldies of the night, right? And
Yeah.
Jordan, I do believe that Jordan brought art to the NBA. Like, not that he was the first one to do it, but he made it, and like he made it a beautiful sport, right?
And he pulled fans in that hadn't otherwise been fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all of these people are artists, and I obviously, two of these Baldies I have high regard for, and I don't think it's going to shock anybody. It's Jordan and Patrick Stewart.
I love
The
Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, Patrick Stewart's awesome. Um,
Vin Diesel was like he directed his own stuff for a long time,
so
right? I mean,
I actually like
And he's
Vin
actually
Diesel because
very
I think he had the
passionate about
vision.
acting.
I think Vin Diesel very much
yeah.
had the vision for what made the Fast and Furious franchise work. But this is my thing: is when it becomes, when your presence in your art or on TV or in a movie seems to represent more a thing that you're trying to sell, or a product, or an extension of other brands, I start to get a bad taste in my mouth. Does that make sense?
Well, it's lucky for Patrick Stewart that space travel hadn't existed yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Because oh my God, they'd be all over him, right?
Yeah.
Um, but like The Rock and Vin Diesel, all I think about is like, I wonder when those guys are going to try to start their mobile phone company or their
But you know what?
tequila
Like
or their
they're
liquor.
making their money, they're happy, and that's what they
I,
wanted.
I guess
That's their thing.
that's, I hear that. I guess I'm at a point now where I'm like, if you have $100 million or more, and your excuse with your art is just like, oh yeah, get that bread. I'm just like, I
But
don't.
I don't think it's also just about it being their art. I think it's also about like they want it to be a huge business. They want it to be more than just they starred in a movie. I think
I
some
just
are
don't.
just more hungry for
I just
different
don't.
things.
I guess I just want them to just be like, to do interesting movies and make interesting art, and not just like, you know.
Well, you
Does
know,
anybody does what I said make any sense though?
No, I
Yeah, I
totally
get
get what
it.
you're saying, but you're seeing it as the art, and I think to them it's not about, oh, some of it is about trying to be the
But I would
best they can at
argue.
it.
I guess I would argue that, like, okay, Ryan Reynolds, for instance, I would argue that Ryan Reynolds' career is no longer to be an actor; it's to be in big movies, so that he can sell things that he is like, so that he can be the face of things he is selling outside of these artistic projects. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think we're
yeah.
maybe we're separating things. You're seeing that they have stopped being an artist and it's more of a commercial venture.
Yeah, it's totally a commercial venture. Like when I saw the Smartless guys are like starting a mobile phone company, I was like, God, come on, guy. Like what? You, I don't know. I was so bummed by that, and it's just like one of those things where it's like, what is enough? What is enough money for you to just be happy? You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
at a certain point, I think that people in the everywhere just need to show some like restraint of like, oh, it turns out no amount of money is going to make me happy.
But I
You
think
know what I mean?
it can almost be an addiction. And Malcolm
Yeah.
Gladwell did a study on that, like what
Yeah.
the perfect amount of mo money
Yeah.
to make
Yeah.
to be happy without it becoming a burden.
Yeah. I would argue this. I don't think that the Vin Diesel and Rock, mixing up the articles here, uh, I don't think that they think about the art at all. I think they think,
Oh, I'm not necessarily
yeah.
saying that they are.
No,
I'm just
yeah. I
saying
didn't mean to put those words in your mouth. Yeah.
I think it's more of like their focus is in a different place and you're putting them in the arts. And I don't think they even really n- need to be identified in the arts for themselves.
Yeah, I
Well, I
think
think that
there's a,
I think you know what? Their grubby little hands are getting all over that art's money. So
yeah.
I mean,
I mean, I think
yeah,
also as
yeah,
artists, here's something that I later on in my career have kind of come to learn and be okay with,
yeah,
is the idea that you do jobs because, yes, there is some enjoyment in them, but you're not putting your heart and soul into it.
yeah.
You're doing it for the ability to do other things,
Sure,
like
but they're
it's
not
like,
doing that. That's not what they're doing at all.
yeah,
That's like definitively not like Ray. Like if you made $100 million last year,
no, I get it. I get what you're
you know what
saying.
I mean?
I'm
Like,
just, yeah,
yeah,
but it's also like
yeah.
they I don't think they're it's they're able to do what they want to do. I don't know. It's like whatever.
I
Like I'm
think
not
that
gonna
their
watch
passion
it.
is making money.
So I have a
Yeah,
couple
That's
thoughts on this that
yeah,
actually agree
yeah.
with Timmy at the same time offer something else, which is to say, like,
yeah.
I think to that point.
I want a rebuttal. I'm totally
Well, you know,
fine
it
with a
is all
rebuttal.
right.
Yeah,
So they are getting what the market can bear, and the
uh-huh.
Right.
market apparently is into wealthy, like people who are already famous doing stuff that doesn't necessarily need a famous person to do it, right? And some of it comes from the fact that I think when you've got $100 million, it's not that you have $100 million anymore. It's that you are your own private economy. And if you say, no, I think I've got enough, your business manager goes, well, how am I supposed to pay for this new car if you're not going to do that ad?
Right.
You know, and then all the people in that crew, and like there's so many people who are depending on you saying yes to this thing that I think pressure comes from that, and that becomes the ecosystem you're in. So in a way, you're right about it not being about the art. It's in the same way that
I
the
don't
art
know.
world at some point becomes about the commodities market more than it's about whether or not you like the painting, right?
Yeah,
It's how much money is there to be spent on this thing, and then how many other people go, well, that's my job too. But I remember thinking something like this in, I think it was in the 90s, when suddenly ads, like I noticed started noticing, like, subway ads and posters and billboards and things like this, where it would be like a fragrance, but it was a celebrity's face instead of a model, and
Mhm.
I'd gotten so used to like things, fashion being about models. And then suddenly there's like actors and actresses as the models. And I was a little bit like, hey, guys, models are trying to make a living doing this. And if you suck up all the money, you're going to make it harder for all of them.
yeah. Someone in the chat just said Dave Chappelle, and I know that that's a very like divisive name for a lot of people for a lot of reasons. But to rewind back before that was a divisive name, like Dave Chappelle turned down $40 million
Yep.
from Comedy Central because he didn't believe in the project. And a lot of the reasons he didn't believe was because of pretty powerful social reasons, right?
Yeah.
And I just think, okay, like, you know, that's multi-generational wealth that he was just like, no, I don't want to do that because I don't like, I know what my art means. Like, I know how my art is being commodified and being interpreted by communities. And he often talked about like running into fans, particularly white fans, and how they would like address him or talk to him. And he started to realize like, oh, my art's not being interpreted in the way in which I intended it to be, or it's being like, what's the term? Like it's being
reimagined into a pastiche, you know?
Yeah. And it's being kind of reimagined in a way that's just, it's not true to what my intent was. And so he turned it down. And I just think, I don't know. He's a flawed individual. I'm not saying he's a good person for like everything else he's done, but I think he's a very talented artist, and I think that's a pretty noble thing when you see the check in front of you. You know,
I think also I just I grow leery of playing cop with that though, because that could be interpreted as for different things. Like for instance, like Dean Cornwell would do insurance ads and whiskey ads, right?
Yeah.
And no one's saying he's sold out as an artist. I'm sure people would be like, at the time, would be like, look at this dude. He's just getting that bread. I mean, how much money do you need? Like you're getting paid the equivalent of like 4 times the amount of the annual income of a family in the United States.
Yeah, but he's actually a commercial artist. Like for instance, if Willem de Kooning started, had started licensing his art for like whiskey bottles, that would have been, he would have made a lot of money and he would have disappeared from our art history books.
Yeah, but we're also talking about Vin Diesel. I mean, we're equating what Vin Diesel does to what de Kooning does.
Absolutely. No?
Yeah.
Oh,
and also like it's
heated. Did this just get heated?
I get what you're saying, though, Adam.
The fine arts.
It's it's a very commercial movie.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, but I also think that the fine arts market is its own brand of commercialism that like dwarfs all of Hollywood. And I get what you're saying though, for sure, but
no, I'm not disagreeing either. I'm just,
well, I mean, it's a conversation that I think every artist in here is going to have about somebody that they love or whatever. It's just the idea, the quote unquote selling out.
Right.
Yeah, but who are they selling? I mean, like it's like one of those things where it's like that's good. There should be a world where you could do that and you could choose not to do that.
Okay, I have like one that ties it into being in the arts. What are your thoughts on Thomas Kinkade then? You know?
Yeah. I was just going to bring him up, Cassandra.
Oh,
Glad I had him locked and loaded.
I guess this would be my rebuttal is everybody you've mentioned right now would get absolutely financially destroyed by the current financial like incentives of like entertainment now. Like they wouldn't be able to hold a candle to the amount of money that is being tossed around by like mobile phone companies and like does that make sense? Like it like that and like it doesn't like it like I don't think Thomas Kinkade did anything to like literally suck the life out of an industry.
Well, yeah, he did actually. I actually disagree with that statement.
You think that he imploded the visual arts industry to the degree
I think
that
he sullied I think he sullied the name of part of it,
yeah.
Because people trusted his name, and then behind the scene, what was happening was fraudulent, you know, the idea of it. And I think it made people question, like, what is real art, and are they getting it?
But you think that you could show that like billions of dollars left the art industry because of Thomas Kinkade?
Well, I mean, he did license his name and work for a housing community.
But like he was taking money.
Thomas
But like,
Kincaid houses you could live in.
but does it make sense? Like I'm saying, like he was taking money from other artists. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Actually, yeah.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think Thomas Kincaid is an excellent example. And
Huh.
I think some people will be like, he was really good marketer, and then other people are like,
Huh.
it was fraud. And I think it's, he was printing his paintings and then he paid people to put dabs of paint. And I think even paid people
But
to sign it.
I'm not saying that he didn't sell out. Like that's not my.
No, but I think that affected the way people thought about other art too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once they found out about that, it made them wonder, what is real, or how to find the trust.
Interesting.
Though he did paint some nice backgrounds for Ralph Bakshi movies.
Like, I think he was crazy talented, and I think
yeah.
that lost
Yeah.
in the selling of it, that he stopped progressing. I think he was extremely talented though.
But like, I guess I just don't. I just try to understand like.
Cassandra,
I'm sure if there was a mobile phone company,
Oh, he would have. Yes.
He would have
he would have
sold
been
it.
on
Yeah.
that bad boy.
Yep.
well,
Sorry, John, what were you going to say?
Cassandra, my father's point of view about it was, yeah, that's right. Thomas was a lot better than what he sold himself as to the public to make money. And he said, and my father's opinion was like, that just makes it 10 times worse because he knew better.
Yeah.
And he was an interesting guy. I mean, he
During his, just to let you guys know, during his heyday, he made about, over a 12-year period, he made about a tenth of what The Rock made last year.
I know, but
I think
we're
it's a
talking
false
in reference to the
equivalency,
art,
though. Yeah.
to the art community. I think he's accurate to talk about.
Yeah, there is, it's less money to go around than what The Rock is pulling from.
Yeah, the thing to remember with Thomas Kincaid, though, he was not an A-list artist ever.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
It's also just tough because it feels like there's always a Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know. I guess aren't you guys just saying like, yeah, there's a guy who sold out in the art world too? I mean,
No, I think it's more than he sold out.
He was crooked. He took money from people.
Yeah,
I
he
get
had
the people I'm
people
talking
like
about are crooked.
create his galleries as a franchise
Yep.
and then just
And
left them hanging and literally bankrupted people with his gallery.
Yeah, and it was a lot deeper. I mean, he had 120 locations selling galleries.
Yeah.
No, but I guess what I'm saying is I'm just saying that you guys are just saying that this is that I guess this doesn't feel like a rebuttal to I hate The Rock.
I didn't think it was I hate The Rock.
It just feels
I
like
thought,
you're just like, no, you should actually hate Thomas Kincaid.
No.
No, I mean,
They're
but this wasn't
they're the
that you
same.
hated The Rock. This is
Yeah.
what you were talking about.
Yeah.
People considering themselves artists versus commercialization. In that aspect, I think Thomas Kincaid is a great person to bring up in this discussion.
Oh, okay.
Indeed, I don't like The Rock. That you weren't specifying was what this was.
I guess
Right.
I don't. Yeah.
Another, I don't know if this is a parallel, but something to fit in, but like, for instance, like I remember years ago,
Hey, just real quick, Adam,
Vin Diesel.
put a pin in that, Adam. Sorry, 1 second. Keep thinking about what you're going to say. Really quickly, everybody, 4-minute warning. Please start posting your work to Instagram. It's #DrawingHive257, #DrawingHive, and @Visual Arts Passage. We are going to continue to figure out whether or not I'm wrong.
That's not about you.
Not
being wrong or right.
I don't
We know
think
you're
it's
wrong.
wrong or right.
I'm just teasing.
But I think we chose the wrong. I think we chose the wrong comparison because I think it's a good comparison of The Rock and Thomas Kincaid because I don't think The Rock's a serious actor and I don't think Thomas Kincaid was a serious artist.
Okay,
Now,
that's good.
And so if you were to compare, Gerhard Richter, if he did something like that, and Gerhard Richter has made more money than The Rock, but he would never do that. And he's a serious artist. And so to me, that's where the interest is.
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
And, Vince, what I was starting to say is I read an interview once with Vin Diesel, who was very passionate about acting.
He is.
and about the art form of it.
Yeah.
And this is and it's almost like, well, but you do the work you can get.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. I guess.
And you could say that, Thomas Kincaid, the cynical side of Thomas Kincaid is he was a, very talented, gifted painter who understood, technical things. But would he have broken through any other way other than making Thomas Kincaid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was, yeah. I'm not gonna
it's also tough. It's not a good angle to ever choose The Rock as your enemy.
Because The Rock was a professional wrestler first.
Yeah,
too.
and talk about diehard fan. I mean, Ray, how uncomfortable has this been for you to just be like, Timmy's talking trash about talking trash about The Rock?
No.
Was he from your era, or is it past your era?
He was a very important part of my life. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah. I guess the thing that I guess has rubbed me the wrong way is that with any of this is that I think finding a mentor, we were talking about mentorships earlier. I'm always looking for mentors. Oftentimes, like, I'll be totally honest with everybody. I'm always looking for, like, my dad's not around. I always want like a male figure in my life that like it's just comforting for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's always because I'm at a stage in my life where like money is a more important issue, right? You start thinking about family, you start thinking about security, and like kind of just getting through the rest of life in a way that's comfortable and happy. And I have been kind of blown away by how many people I meet who just like, there will never be enough. Does that make, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think that's almost an addiction.
Yeah, it's very deflating to me, where I get like disappointed by it, where I'm like, oh, there.
Oh, yeah.
And I struggle with it too. Like, what's enough? No, not completely.
And
apparently nothing.
Yeah, it's also, it's the other side of a coin that kind of says, like, what we're really hoping is like to find someone like their art and find out that you respect them too. And then the less of it you see, or the more you go, oh, okay, well, maybe not that person. Okay, well, maybe not that, So if you go, like, if you can't find someone who feels like, something bordering on a role model, someone that you can relate to in the broader arts, entertainment, whatever you're focusing on, you just wish it was there. And that can look like being down on everyone else and how they're doing things. But it's more just like a disappointment in not finding the thing that the integrity that you would like to see integrity. It's not that it's so bothersome that there isn't integrity, but that it would be nice if there was.
I love that. How does everybody feel that this discussion went?
Pretty good.
Please let us know at Dale at
I felt like it was pretty civil. I felt like it was pretty good. I felt like I learned a little bit about Thomas Kincaid, and I feel like I'm smarter because of it. And
I appreciate I wasn't judged harshly for my love of Jackass, so thank you all too for that.
Never, Cassandra. Jackass forever.
You notice I didn't have to get into guilty pleasures because I started off explaining that I'm watching Law and Order from the start.
Yeah, that's why I didn't ask you.
That
Adam.
still feels classier. I mean,
yeah. Which one can you relax to, like a nice bourbon, right? What's more appropriate to relax to a nice bourbon?
I would definitely say Jackass.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you guys ready to see some artwork? On
wait.
the topic of Jackass, are you guys ready to see some artwork?
Oh my gosh.
No.
Timmy, I'll mail you this painting when I'm done.
All right, here we go, people. Let's do it. Don't sign. Right.
That's awesome,
That's a good
Peter.
One to start.
That's
always
fun.
good to start off with a Peter.
There you go, Pete.
Ooh,
Awesome
Randy,
stuff.
that's lovely.
Oh, wow.
Nice, Randy.
There he is.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, I just love how this piece is
Unbelievable.
growing so much.
Yes.
What a joy. Ooh,
Nice, AJ.
That's cool,
That's
AJ.
awesome.
fantastic. Really
Nice, Julian.
nice, Julian.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, that's
Nice,
great,
Jason.
Jason.
Always love it, Jason.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
that's great,
Oh,
Cody.
that's good.
That's beautiful.
Perfect expression.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Dang, Robert.
That's pretty
Robert.
great.
Jeez.
That's
Can't
good.
reuse illustration anymore. Oh, look at that one. I love that.
Yes.
Gary, that's amazing.
Climbing up
I
those
love
traps. Yeah. Awesome.
Oh, that's wonderful.
A workout. I
Got
love
no
it.
workout with some
Yes.
adrenaline. Nice. Bluey.
Oh,
Louis.
yeah.
Awesome.
Nice,
Great
Virgie.
job, Virgie.
Good stuff.
Oh, really nice.
Nice.
Great job. Nice,
Nice,
Sander.
Sander.
So good.
Oh,
I love
love
it,
it,
Marcy.
Marcy.
That's lovely.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
Look at that light you
Wow.
captured.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Good smirk.
Oh my God.
Wow, Pete.
Give that a love.
That's wonderful.
Nice.
So great.
Wow, that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
Wow.
Dang it.
Too
So
many
good.
woes to give.
I know. There's
Yeah,
too many
seriously.
woes. There's too many
Fantastic.
woes.
Timmy's distracting us with his
And the bald guy
mobile
power
phone
play.
talk.
Yeah.
Oh,
And we're getting
Nice
wrecked
stuff,
right
Great
now.
job, Bella.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I do think that
Oh,
the
jeez.
horseshoe hair is the most elite bald guy move. It's
Nice,
Ring of
Sander.
power.
I'm just impressed that all these guys took a guy in a spaceship and made him not look like Jeff Bezos, because mine kept turning into Jeff Bezos.
That's funny. Somebody said that we should have done Jeff, and I was like, nope. Obvious reasons, nope.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, nice.
Nice stuff. That's awesome. Oh, it's beautiful.
Wow, Gary.
Wow, Gary.
Wow,
Dang.
Jesus.
Oh, I love
Wow.
that, Paul. Wow,
Yeah.
that's really good, Paul. Really
Wow.
nice.
Wow, those tones are beautiful.
Oh, that's
Oh my
lovely.
God.
Jeez.
Wow. Ha. Yes.
That's great.
Yeah.
I just love that piece.
Oh
Really
wow, that's a
nice.
great one too.
Really
Yeah.
nice.
Great.
Ooh,
You
Jeez.
guys
good.
got the
No.
brows. The brows
Yeah.
tonight. The brows tonight are
Yeah.
perfect.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
That is
What the heck is going on
hysterical.
tonight?
I know.
Oh
I know.
my
It's-
God.
We
I'm
were-
humbled by this greatness everyone is
The
doing.
shiny, that's my favorite shiny head so far.
This is a beautiful reflection.
Yeah.
That's
Great
awesome.
job.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice, Sherry.
Sherry.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's beautiful.
Ooh.
Love it,
Wow.
Charlotte.
Wow, Charlotte.
Ooh, good,
Wow,
Chuck.
that's great, Chuck.
Yeah.
Good. Really nice, Jeff.
Jeff.
I love his expression.
I almost want to say our work is done here.
Yeah, seriously, right?
Yes.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Oh, that's great.
That
I love the hand.
that is so funny. Oh my God.
That is brilliant.
That's
It's like the next
hysterical.
Jackass movie poster.
Oh, that's good. Really nice. Love it.
My phone just froze. Sorry, everybody. Oh no.
It's good.
Sorry.
My ego needs a break.
I
My ego
know,
needs a break.
man.
But we are gonna see
Everybody brought it.
We're gonna
Oh my
see every
God.
last one.
Nice, Adam.
Oh, thanks.
Oh yeah. Oh, John.
Yeah,
Holy
seriously.
smokes, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I love your rock
Oh
brow,
wow, John.
Sandra.
All right.
Wow,
Oh.
Cassandra.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's great. Very
Oh,
nice.
awesome. Yes.
Nice, George.
Great job.
Nice, Aaron.
Ooh. Yeah.
That's great, Terry.
It's Terry.
Really nice.
Amazing likeness.
Man.
I know.
Yeah,
Jeez.
everybody's captured great likeness tonight. That's awesome.
Love it.
Good
Love
job,
it.
Joy Boy.
Oh my gosh.
Charlotta.
nice.
Ooh.
Wow. Oh, that's
good.
amazing.
It keeps
So-
happening, everybody.
Oh, the
this is gonna
heads
drive
look
me
like
nuts.
eggs.
You see the Mobius? You see the
Yes.
oh my God.
That is another good one,
It's
Lawrence
gonna
Fishburne.
work out. We're gonna get through this, everybody.
I believe in you, Timmy.
Oh my gosh. Wow. The bald head row is amazing.
Oh, so good.
So good.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh
cue
my
balls.
That's funny.
Dude,
That's
nice.
good.
these people, nice, Terry.
Nice, Terry. Oh, that's fun.
Nice.
That's really fun. Great
Nice.
job.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bald.
that's
I love the
great.
caption.
Bald.
Loved his chin.
Oh,
Yes.
welcome.
First try
Welcome to
with
the
this Thursday
crew.
night group. Yeah,
Yep.
nice.
Great.
Great
Nice.
job.
Oh my
Ooh,
gosh, I love
love
it.
it.
That
Love
one.
it.
Aaron, that's so cool.
Oh,
Well,
that's
that's great.
fun. Great
Oh,
line
nice.
I'm 12. Welcome.
Yeah,
Great
welcome.
job.
Drawing.
Ooh, that's awesome.
That's great.
Yeah.
Love it.
Wow.
Good stuff.
That's good,
Nice,
Valerie.
That's great,
Killer.
Valerie.
Wow,
Ah,
Jeff.
so good, Jeff.
Yes.
Love it.
Oh my gosh.
Nice
Great.
try.
Funniest Siamese twins.
Yes.
Good job.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, everyone's got all the likeness
Oh,
perfect.
That's
Jeez,
great.
nice, Terry.
That's
Truly.
Way to go, Terry.
like, yeah.
Everyone's on a roll. This is a drawing Hive heat check.
Yeah.
Ah. Ooh, nice, Karen.
Aaron.
Great job.
I love it.
Awesome.
Wow. Nice, Andy.
Wow.
That's so great.
Nice.
Really fun.
Vinny Diesel.
Ah. Ooh.
Oh
Good.
my gosh.
Wow.
Perfect
Man.
likeness. I love
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
The Rock.
Oh my.
Yes.
So great.
Mm.
Hey, that's a really good one to
All
end
right.
on. Holly,
Jeez.
I'm gonna call you Holly, somebody in the chat. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. This was a fun one.
It was great.
Really great crew. We're gonna come up with another theme for next week. If you got an idea, send it my way. We try to keep it contemporary or goofy like this. So yeah, it's a fun one. Classes start on Saturday, so if you do have questions or you're trying to lock in your spot, give us a call anytime. I'm a night owl and I'm an early bird. So
So you
call
just
anytime.
don't sleep.
Yeah, I just don't sleep. So fun time. Keep
Thank you,
drawing.
everybody.
See you next
Thanks,
week.
everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Class.
Thank you.